How's it going, everybody? Chris Cart's back through the mail Monday on this beautiful April 15th, 2024. Our first return from Utah, the great state of Utah, home of Monument Valley. Lots of beautiful natural geographical wonders. And we've got Cory Snider. And oh, I know what this is going to be. We got an 89 tops. We got a 91 Donruss, and we've got 88 tops with Joe Carter completed. Oh, that came out really nice. Signed very nicely by Joe Carter, who has not been signing now for quite a while, actually. He's returning everything, RTS. So I got on the Joe Carter train, thankfully, and got a few cards signed from him. Very happy to get this Cory Snider card finished off. Now, it might be very hard to get it finished off if Joe has stopped signing. But there you guys go. 3 cards I sent him. I was going to send him 4 cards. I thought better of it. 3 cards. There you guys go. 89 Donruss. I did not send off. I sent the Topps cards and the Donruss card from 91. And a very nice return from Mr. Cory Snider from Utah, of course. Latter-day Saint. 9 years in the bigs. Awesome right fielder. He had a cannon for an arm. Former first-round draft pick, 4th overall back in 1984 from the Cleveland Indians. Awesome return from Cory Snider. Great signer. Let's move on to return number 2. Westchester, New York for our next return, nestled right there along the Hudson River. And we've got some questions answered in here. I did send Cory Snider some questions. He did not answer them. That just reminded me to let you guys know that. I'll try to let you guys know if they answer questions or not, but sometimes they don't, and I just forget about it. John Doherty here, MLB debut inscription, April 8th, 1992. Signed Fleer Ultra card, Topps card. Very nice return from John Doherty, 5 years in the bigs. 4 of those with the Detroit Tigers. He had 3 games as a reliever for the Boston Red Sox, his final year in the bigs, 1996. A very nice return from him. And yes, 92 Bowman, awesome set. I still remember the box. Cal Ripken Jr. and Wilson Alvarez on the cover of the box. And boy, those cards were expensive as a little kid in Jersey. I could not afford them. Let's check out the questions here from Mr. John Doherty. How many autograph requests do you get? He says 3 to 4 per week. Is there something that you would like those that request autographs to know? He says he loves the envelopes that you don't have to lick. Yeah, guys, spend the extra couple bucks and get the ones that do the self-adhesive ones, that self-adhesive envelopes. I'm trying to spit it out. Obviously, our job is to make these guys want to keep signing for us and make it as easy as possible for them. And part of doing that, even though Colin doesn't agree that I should send him questions, he thinks that will get them to quit signing. You guys got to send those self-adhesive envelopes for your SASEs. So there you guys go. John Doherty, and of course he had no problems with the rule changes as you saw in the final questions. That was my amended questionnaire. I did cut down from 5 to 3 questions. I thought 5 was kind of an arbitrary number and the teammate won, so I just cut down to 3 questions, and I varied them quite a bit, as you'll see maybe in my future returns, asking specific questions regarding their career and being a little less generic. So I had some advice to do that, so that's what I'm doing. So John Doherty, nice return from him. Let's move on. Only 3 to 4 per week. I played 5 years in the bigs. That just goes to show you it's not many, but for a guy that has, well, he's got a bunch of cards out there, actually. Mid-90s, if you played in the mid-90s, you have like 300 cards out there, and they're all pretty cool looking. Mid-90s had some pretty neat designs. So anyway, there you guys go. John Doherty. Let's move on to return number 3. North Houston, Texas for return numero trace. And we've got Mr. Cecil Cooper. Cecil Cooper here on an 84 Topps Tiffany. Beautiful signature, beautiful card. Got him on an 87 Topps Tiffany as well as another 84 Topps Tiffany and a 74 Topps as well. This was pretty much the last Cecil Cooper cards I had. And I think I've already got them signed for my set, but for $20, $5 a card, not bad value for a 5-time All-Star, 2-time Gold Glove Award winner. Of course, spent 17 years in the bigs, 11 with Milwaukee, 6 with Boston. Nice to get these cards at $5 a piece. I think I had 3, and I want to send a nice even $20 bill. I don't want to send $15. I want to keep my envelope as least amount of bulk possible. So I sent 4 cards, found 4 cards and sent them off. I think this is all I need for Cecil Cooper. Glad to get these signed. He signed very beautifully. 74 years young for Cecil Cooper. So crazy how some of these guys are getting up there. Guys in the 80s I watched play. So there you guys go. Cecil Cooper, awesome signer for $5 a card. Good value. Glad to get these cards signed. Let's move on, guys, to our 4th return of the day. All right, friends, Atlanta, Georgia on our next envelope here as we rip into this and find out who we have back. We've got Mr. Jack O'Connor. Jack O'Connor, who spent 6 years in the big leagues. Got my requested an inscription. I see my little note, my little post-it note there still on the card. There's an 88 score for you. Very colorful set that was. And there you guys go. He stuck it right back on his... Let's hope it didn't peel off on the sticky part. It did not. His Major League Baseball debut on the 84 Topps card I need for my set. Very nice. In those 6 years, he spent 4 with Minnesota. He spent a year with the Expos and a year with Baltimore. He got into his most games in 1982 as a starter, 8-9 with a 4.29 ERA with the Twinks. After that, he was pretty much relegated to the bullpen. This left the only 6 years in the bigs. And there you guys go. Jack O'Connor. Glad to get this card signed for my set. There's his information. Every now and then I forget to send off a... I forget to take a before picture before I send them off. And this is one of those cases where I could not find Jack O'Connor. Usually that's automatic for me. I just take a picture of the cards before I send them off with my phone. But I didn't do it with this one. So there you guys go. There's his information for those that need it. And let's move on, guys. One more to go after this. One more return. Let's find out who it is. North Houston, Texas, once again to finish off this week's Through the Mail Monday. Let's rip into this. There is not much in here. There's one card in here. I need to make sure I don't rip it. There it is. I see. You can kind of see the outline of it through the envelope there, through the lighting. And now I got to try to peel this apart somehow. What suspense? Come on, Chris. You can do it. There we go. One card in here. No questions answered. No index cards. We've got Mr. Scott Frederickson. Oh, man, that's a really nice signature there. And a very nice Major League Baseball debut inscription as well. I guess I can just hold this one up to the camera. There's only one card here. Mr. Scott Frederickson, an original Colorado Rocky. There is a bubble, or is it bubbling up? It's like it got wet or something. I'll just leave it there. I think if I touch it anymore, I'll ruin it. So Scott Frederickson, an original Rocky. He's got into 25 games for the Rockies. In 1993, had a 6+ ERA. Probably one of those guys that would not have made the major leagues if we did not expand to 2 more teams that year in 1993. There is his card. Of course, I took a picture of this one, thankfully. There is the inscription request on the post-it note. That's how I do it. Scott Frederickson, I think 93 Topps was his only mainstream baseball card. I think that was it for him. Lucky him. He got a Topps card on a regular issued set. Very nice. Not many people can say that. There you guys go. Through the Mail Monday, number 273. Put it in the books. Thanks, guys, for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I do this every single week. Would love to have you along for the ride. Any comments down below? Let me know what you guys thought of this week's returns. There's the haul for this week. Very nice to get a few more cards signed for the set. The dual signature with a Joe Carter and Cory Snider came out wonderful, as well as a few of the inscriptions, also very nice. They will look very good in my binder set, which I need to start going back to making my binder videos. Of course, I haven't done one of those in a couple months, so trying to do it every week. Doesn't happen. Doesn't work. I get to them when I get to them, so I'll get to them eventually. Already another week's gone by. Just got done watching the Mets beat the Kansas City Royals. I think they won 2-1. Very nice game. Good pitchers duel. They retired Doc's number today. Doc's 16, so now they're going to have 16. They have 16 retired, 17 retired, and of course they'll be retiring Strawberry's 18 here in a few months, so 16, 17, 18. The Mets are playing the Giants, I think, next week, so I might be in San Francisco for that series. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to do a little research on the computer here on Sunday night as I'm recording this and see if I can make some things happen, hopefully. So there you guys go. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate you. 5 returns for this week. Had a few more rolling as well, so maybe a couple more extras next week, maybe 6 or 7 next week if I can get to them. Thanks, guys, again for watching. Hope everyone is enjoying the start of the season. The Mets, they're winning some series, kind of, sort of. They beat the Braves 2-3, even though it was a 4-game series. They had a rain out. Thank God for that. Royals, they took 2 or 3 from Kansas City, and they took 2 or 3 from Cincinnati. Mets are playing Giants, I think, next week, and I think the Mets are in Seattle this year, so I'm going to try to hit that up as well. Already planning out my baseball trips. Hopefully the Mets aren't too terrible. Their pitching hasn't been too bad. The hitting is coming around, so we'll see. JD Martinez, or whatever his name is, he's not there yet, but they got him coming, and of course Senga's on an IL for 60 days, so he's going to be gone for another month and a half, 2 months maybe, so that's a bummer. that's part of being a Mets fan. So hope everyone's team out there is doing as well as they could. And thanks again for watching. See ya.